Hey guys, about to jump into the two-man queue, and we have, I'll be back with you when we have our opponent. All right, we do have an opponent. Yeah, I think this is a keep. We can use Anticipate early to make our hand better, and we have, a board sweeper in one of our finishers, so I think I'll keep it. So, probably play Evolving Wilds first. Okay, Mardu. Could be like Dark Jeskai or something. All right, we're going to play our Wilds first. And the question is, what do I search for? We got double black already. We have double red, and we only need double red for we have double red for dragons, I should say, and we only need it for dragons in this deck. So I think I'll probably get an island so that I can more quickly cast Anticipate. So I think that's what I'm leaning towards. Let me check to make sure I'm right about what I need double red for. I am. So yeah, we'll get an island. And we have a roast now, so I may actually just use that on this Seeker because we don't really want him gaining life, I don't think. So I think that is what I'll do, is just toss a roast out there and deal with all that life gain that would have been really annoying for us. Slowing him down early and wiping his board later with a Crux of Fate is pretty appealing. It'd be nice to draw another dragon, but Icefall Region's probably one of our weaker ones, but he's pretty nice. Well, I guess we're gonna lose our Crux, if I had to guess. Main boarding Duress kind of is bad for us. It is very good against control. I would guess I lose Crux. I don't see why he would take Anticipate. He knows what's in our hand now too, which is usually not an advantage. He did take Anticipate. Interesting. He may have another Duress, I guess. That would be brutal. Doesn't look like it. All right, we're going to play this backwater. End our turn. So we can play our Regent relatively soon. I'll probably just play the next Dismal Backwater this turn. And then play the Regent eventually. Is he transgressing my mind? No. Okay, well, we know we want to side in some stuff for that. But Icefall Regent's actually pretty good against Hangerback Walker. It slows him down. And like I said before, you get value out of it no matter what. All right, well, that's a pretty good draw. We'll play our second Backwater and leave mana up for our Silumgar Scorn. So I think that seems pretty good. Probably counter something this turn, especially if it costs like 3+ mana. Because I'm probably going to tap out to play our Regent next turn. Glad we didn't have a Scorn in our hand when our opponent saw our hand. So he may be playing around it anyway. I mean, what dragon deck with blue in it doesn't run it? And he knows we have an Icefall Regent and a Crux of Fate in our hand, so that's pretty dragony. Okay, he's ending his turn, which is unfortunate for us, but not the end of the world. I think it's probably okay to tap out here and make him do something. I think that's probably what I'll do. He knows we already have the Haven and the Swamp in our hand, so we may as well play one of those. I'll play the Haven. And we'll play our Regent to tap down the Hangerback Walker. Ultimate Price could deal with him right away, but it's we still get a little bit of value out of it between taking a card away and tapping down his Hangerback Walker for a turn. He does still get to do this in response if he wants to, and he does want to. Now Ultimate Price can't even deal with it, not until his turn anyway. So he may have like Languish or something though, which would be annoying, but we can get our dude back if we need to, and he only would have 2 flyers, which at this point isn't super scary. Does suck he knows we have Crux in our hand, though, because you can sort of just play around that for a while. Obnic Silas. Okay. It's interesting because I think he has to pay 2 if he wants to destroy our dragon. No, I guess not. Doesn't it say... Oh, no, just spells. That sucks. Yeah, that's not good. Well, it's going to be hard to win this one. Good news is we can at least return Icefall Regent and then use Haven of the Spirit Dragon to have Silumgar Scorn remain a hard counter, but that Obnixilis is a serious problem. He's going to draw a card every turn and so forth. So we'll definitely be siding in our Ruinous Path. And maybe also a Silumgar's Command. Also a second Complete Disregard. And maybe Virulent Plague. Ooh. Huh. Well. I guess we just let it happen. Yeah, we'll just let it happen. I mean, we can use Silumgar's Scorn here, but it wouldn't do us a whole lot of good. I mean, we would counter the spell, but he already knows the other card in our hand. I mean, I guess we had one card in his hand he didn't know, but it was a mountain. Yeah, that's what I figured he would do. So. Will we use our Haven? I think we probably will. At worst, it makes him have to use Obnixilis' ability to kill it, which would also kill Obnixilis. So, and here comes Shambling Vent. And we go to 19. So, yeah, we're going to go like this, get back our Regent. Hey, another Regent. So we could have kept that land, huh? So we'll play this Regent again. Tap that down again. And we'll play this Swamp, and we'll end our turn. So if he uses Obnixilis here, it dies at least. And if he uses the +1 ability, we can kill it in the air. So he may use something else. Yeah, that's good against Icefall Regent, certainly. Like I said, we at least still get some value. That Hangerback Walker's not doing anything this turn, for example. What is that? A different Bloodstained Mire. It's like the Onslaught one, but it has the magic online symbol, so whatever that means. Come on, Ruinous Path, our singleton copy. Alright, so we're going to do this again. Oh, it's stuck on my draw step. I guess my opponent has a hold on my draw step. Alright, so we're just going to play another Icefall Regent now. Tap down the Hangerback Walker. He can kill it now and then leave a counter on that thing, but if we ever draw a dragon, we wouldn't have too hard of a time killing it. So. Alright, I guess we want to play a land. Might as well. He knows we have the mountain. So I can hold on to the Sheevan Reef and bluff, but holding on to the mountain doesn't do me any good. Alright, he is dead. Shambling Vent probably swings at me, I guess. If our opponent has Gideon, Abbott. If our opponent has Gideon, then we're definitely siding in Virulent Plague, but I haven't seen it yet. It does seem pretty likely, though. I mean, if you have white in your deck and budget isn't an option, it seems like it would be pretty good to have Gideon. All right. Well, the downside of having a lot of lands, basically. Obnixilis would be good in this deck if he weren't, you know, fairly expensive. They do have one, but when I'm trying to make a budget deck that already has 4 Thunderbreak Regents in it, putting Obnixilis in my deck's probably not a great call. So, okay, so Obnixilis happens. Draconic Roar, oh no, actually it wouldn't do anything. It wouldn't do the damage because we don't have a dragon in our hand. Keeps leaving mana back, which probably means he has like another Crackling Doom. All right. We will get an island. Well, there's Draconic Roar. It's not completely useless, but it's not awesome either, so. It's kind of tempting to wait till see if I draw a dragon for another turn and just take, you know, the other two. Because he's at 3 now. If I can manage to draw a dragon, I can kill his abbot and kill Obnixilis. But that's asking a lot. Although I could also draw like Anticipate or my Dig Through Time and cast either of those and cast Draconic Roar, which would theoretically get me a dragon. Yeah, we're just going to take this for now. Just see if we can manage to draw a dragon and solve some of our problems. All right. We did not. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna go up to 8. I'll probably use the Roar to kill one of his vents, but we're in pretty big trouble here. This Obnixilis coming down when we tapped out instead of us keeping up mana for Silumgar's Scorn was pretty rough. We have 2 cards that could kill Obnixilis outright, but we just haven't drawn them or a way to get to them. All right, the vent. I'm probably going to kill the vent with a Draconic Roar here. Yeah, we are. See if our opponent's packing something else. He seems to be thinking about it anyway. Kolagon's Command. Okay. Does that just kill me? Well, it would, except we're going to kill something. And I guess now we're going to kill the Abbot. Means we lose our Crux of Fate. What can we draw that gets us out of this situation? I don't think there's anything really. Complete Disregard's definitely coming in. It can kill like every creature we saw. So yeah, we're going to concede. There's some sideboarding to be done here. We want a second Ruinous Path. We may want a second Silumgar's Command. We definitely want a Complete Disregard. I don't think I want Virulent Plague. Like, just Hangerback Walker isn't enough. I mean, there's a good chance he's running Gideon too, I guess. But no, I don't think that's enough for me to put him in. Roast doesn't seem amazing. His creatures are lower to the ground than Roast is. Ultimate Price seems okay, but I think I'd rather just have another Radiant Flames. His creatures are mostly small enough to die to it. Meanwhile, Crux might be too clunky, whereas like Languish and Radiant Flames are better suited as removal here. What do we take out? Maybe Painful Truths. I mean, our opponent's deck is explosive enough that I'm probably going to take out one at least. That taking that damage is pretty rough. Yeah, I think I take out one Crux too. I don't think we want a second Silumgar's Command. One's probably enough. So yeah, we'll go with that. It's too bad we never drew like our card selection cards, although we did have Anticipate in our opening hand and he just made us discard it. Okay, I think this is a keeper. We've got Board Sweeper, Removal, a Dragon. So yeah, we're going to play Evolving Wilds. We'll search for an island because that's the only color we don't have right now. So, all right, Canopy Vista it is. And we'll sack our wilds for an island. Languish. All right, we'll play a Bloodfell Caves. So we can Painful Truce for 3 like this next turn. We might, depending on what our opponent does. drawing those cards is pretty nice. If our opponent doesn't do anything, that may be what we do. Now he's doing something. Hanger Backwalker. All right. There's Ruinous Path too. We do need double black someday. Trying to decide if I just want to Draconic Roar the Walker now, while I still can, and then just, you know, the 1/1 flyer is not going to be a problem for too long. We do need to hit a land drop next turn, but we can use Painful Truths, I guess. See, I could wait till his upkeep, and then the thing can't attack me, but then he could add a counter to it. So I think I'm just going to use Draconic Roar here and reveal a dragon. So it's not the best thing, but it keeps things from getting out of hand with the Walker, and we have multiple ways of killing this Thopter now, so I'm okay with that. If I draw a land, I'd probably play my Regent. If I don't draw a land, I'd probably play Painful Truths. Well, I could just Radiant Flames now and be kind of okay with it. See what he hits. Of course he hit a land. All right. I probably don't want to use Radiant Flames yet if I can help it. All right, we did draw a land. Comes into play tapped. I think we can probably afford to Painful Truths. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I could have, I guess, waited, but chances are I would have played that land anyway. Although if I draw a black mana source, I guess I'll be pretty annoyed with myself. But hey, so we're going to go with Painful Truths here. We didn't draw a black mana source, but we drew some action, including a 5th land. So let's see if we can get him to commit something else to the board, and we can just drop a Radiant Flames and feel pretty good about it. Ooh, his own Painful Truths. Okay. All right, so we're going to take 4 here, it appears. Don't use Duress. That would be so mean right now. He did. Of course. Okay, well, we do have a lot of good stuff in our hands, so we'll have a hard choice, I think. Trying to think what I would do if I were him. And I'm not sure what the answer is. Rudis Path, because that's interesting. So we go to 13. Okay, so we got 5 mana. Yeah, it sucks. So we could have pathed and kept up Draconic Roar if he hadn't done what he did. So do I play Thunderbreak? I'll have 5 cards. I'll be 1 card short of being able to dig through time if I play Radiant Flames. But I could use Draconic Roar and then dig through time, which I think is pretty attractive. Right? I would use Draconic Roar. Then there would be... No, never mind. I would still be a card short. So, do I just play Thunderbreak? Or do I Radiant Flames? Chances are he's got removal, you know. So we probably end up taking 4 again, unless we sort of quell the uprising we're facing right now. See, I'm going to use Radiant Flames. We only need to cast it for 1 mana, actually. But, yeah, I'll use Radiant Flames here. Keep mana up for Draconic Roar, like if he animates his Vent. So, that is what we'll go with. And in the near future, we'll be able to dig through time, which will be nice. The 1 card he doesn't know we have in our hand is our Roar, so maybe that'll play into our favor. Man, he's at 11. What did we even do? Oh, he used Painful Truce on himself. We've only done a Draconic Roar. That's all we've managed to do to him, so it's pretty funny. We could end up winning this game thanks to all the damage he did to himself, I guess. All right, Secret of the Way. So we'd have to play 2 spells here to save it. I think that's an okay trade. So we're going to cast, reveal a dragon card, reveal our Regent, go for the Roar here. And it works. All right, Evolving Wilds, huh? Now I think we probably play the Regent. If we get to untap, we can dash in Kolagon and just kill him, like if he doesn't kill our creature. So, yeah. Plus we'll have the mana to also use Dig Through Time, I think. No, we won't, because Evolving Wilds brings a land into play tapped. So, yeah, but we'll play our Regent, which will drop him to 5, which also means if he uses removal, it'll drop him to 5, which also means we can dash in Kolagon, although he can gain life this turn, so it's not surefire or anything. Oh, yeah, there's that too. All right. Crackling Doom, man. It's very good against our deck. You may have sided in more because we, you know, have one creature in play a lot. All right, Seeker. I think I'm okay with that. What if he's just got like a handful of Crackling Dooms? Okay, we do have double of all of our colors. Never mind, doesn't really matter then. More red would probably be good. Yeah, we'll get red. We have Radiant Flames again. This time we can use it and leave mana up for Dig Through Time, so I think that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to go with Radiant Flames just for a one for one. And now we can Dig Through Time at the end of his turn. Help us find a way to finish the last 8 of his life. It's always interesting. I think we still dig, because he's going to hit the dig. I mean, so we're going to use dig here. And we're going to end up only netting 1 card, but we'll leave the dragons in because we can actually get them back, theoretically. Yeah, so we'll use dig. Okay, well that's interesting. I may just get 2 complete disregards. They're good against his vent. Although if I get creatures, he can't hit them, right? So Silumgar is also not bad. So I think I get Silumgar. And I think I get maybe Silumgar's Command. Doesn't seem too bad. Neither does Haven. He can't hit our Haven either. So he'll hit our Languish. If we get Crux, that means we hold on to a board sweeper no matter what, though. So I think I am going to get Crux. All right. That was pretty good for when you get duress to hit what we hit. So if he gets Silumgar out there, he'll feel pretty good about our chances because he's got hexproof. I mean, he does have Crackling Doom, so that's worth remembering. But still. All right, he hit our Languish, which makes sense. I wonder if he plays another spell or just swings with his vent here. If he has another Crackling Doom, we're going to be pretty sad. Like if we play Silumgar and he goes Crackling Doom. Okay, that's annoying. May just be worth cruxing right away. Because he could sack both of these. Nah, we probably don't have to crux it right away. Silumgar is also pretty good against them if it gets to live. So I'm going to try to play Silumgar. I mean, he's probably got another Crackling Doom. I mean, why not? But that's what we're going to go for here. If he has another Crackling Doom, we're in pretty bad shape. But if he doesn't, we're in pretty good shape. So that's kind of what it comes down to. We did draw an Anticipate, which is pretty nice, I think. Because I can just swing with Silumgar and kill them. And actually, I could dash in Kolagon. He's got Crackling Doom, though, it looks like. No? 4 mana, huh? Maybe it's Crux? His own Crux? Could be. Obnixilis. Okay, well, I think I'm actually pretty okay with that. Yeah, we should just win the game now that our opponent chose to do that. Because we can dash in Kolagon, swing with everything, kill all of his creatures, and kill him. So that is what we will do. I guess he didn't have another answer, so yeah, we'll cast this with dash. And we will swing for lethal. We will attack him. Yep. Lots of dragon triggers. And that's 11 damage, so we did it. On to game 3. Obnixilis came down too late in that game, which was good for us, I think. Still not a reason to bring in Virulent Plague, and I don't think I would change anything else. So, yeah, we'll roll with this. Painful Truce actually ended up being good in that game, even though we set it all by 1. If you can actually play it on turn 3 and you've gained a few life from gain lands, it's not bad, even against this deck. Well, this is interesting. We do have an early way to wipe his board. And a counterspell, but we don't have a dragon at this point, so the counterspell is not amazing. I think we still mulligan. Knowing we get to scry on the mulligan makes it more attractive. This is much better, so I'm glad that I went the route I did. Do we want Thunderbreak? Yeah, I guess we do. We'll be able to anticipate to dig for the 4th land we'll need, and 5th land, and etc. So, all right. I don't have any removal in this hand, which isn't awesome, but, you know, that's okay. I mean, Silumgar Scorn is kind of removal, and we'll leave. The nice thing about a hand like this is I can leave mana up for the Scorn, and even if I don't counter anything, I get a payoff when I use Anticipate, so I like that. I think that's pretty attractive. See if he plays Hangerback Walker, as his deck seems to be incapable of not playing it on turn 2. Although, actually, I think in game 1 he played the 2/2 prowess lifelink guy, not Hangerback Walker. But it's a Hangerback Walker, so there you go. All right. Hey, that's pretty good against Hangerback Walker. Should we get it to play it? We'll be digging for black mana pretty hard with our Anticipate, I think, because we don't have any at this point, and Silumgar is very good against this guy's deck. So, yeah. See what he decides to do here. If the answer is nothing, we'll use Anticipate. Ooh. We'll see. I mean, chances are he hits our Scorn anyway, and then I would have tapped mana and not been able to Anticipate. So I think I just let him hit the Scorn. If he hits Anticipate instead, I think I'm okay with that. But I don't love it. I mean, I would have at least concealed what was in my hand from him, I guess. But I think that's okay given the situation. All right, he hit the expected card. Hoping for black mana with our Anticipate. So we will Anticipate. There's black mana. I think we have to take it, basically. Hey, that's a pretty sweet draw. I'm okay with that. Very okay with it. I'll play our Backwater. Go up to 22. And I'll end the turn. So next turn, I probably counter something this turn, and then just try to play our Thunderbreak Regent. It's Crackling Doomed. We're not thrilled, obviously, but, you know, it wouldn't be too bad. Means he has to, like, use a turn to do it at this point of the game. So It's not the worst value ever. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and counter that. And he already knows all the dragons in our hand, but we'll just reveal the one we're going to play next turn anyway. All right, let's see what he's got for us. We just have a handful of dragons, which is kind of crazy. Doesn't usually happen like that when you've only got 10 creatures. Especially because we don't have like any copies. They're just all, you know, dragons, different dragons. Hey, Kolagon will be good in a hand with dragons though, and now it's just like all dragons all the time. So we're gonna play our Thunderbreak Regent. He's gonna make that a 3/3. He may Crackling Doom on my turn, on his turn, and then swing for 3 or something. We'll see. I'd probably play Icefall Regent before I play Kolagon. Having no control elements in my hand is pretty scary right now, though, I have to tell you. Because that's what this deck needs to do well. Ooh, he hit a Duress. I'm glad we don't have anything he can hit. So, that's the good news, I guess, for us. Is that despite the fact that our opponent just keeps on Duressing us, he hasn't had a lot of choices to make. We've drawn all the dragons. So, maybe my deck knew that was coming and it'll give me like a removal spell here. Like Complete Disregard right now would be beautiful. It would be a beautiful thing. Land would be nice too, of course. Hey, wow. I'm just killing it on drawing cards here. All right, we're going to swing. I'm trying to think if he has a way to make himself sacrifice his Hangerback Walker, or if I should hold back, at least until he's probably gonna. No, I shouldn't hold back. I should, in response to him making him a 4/4, or into response to attacking, is when I should use Complete Disregard. Because right now he could actually make it a 4/4 if I use Complete Disregard. Okay, now we'll use Complete Disregard. And deal with that problem. And that'll drop him to 13, right? Yes. So if we ever get the mana for our other dragons, I think I'd be feeling pretty good about it. Because we could play, you know, Silumgar into Kolagon's pretty brutal, as we saw in the last game. So, but we really need to hit that land. I mean, Silumgar would just destroy these guys too. We need to hit 2 lands pretty desperately. So, ooh, well, I'm guessing he hits Silumgar with that. If I have to guess. Which sucks, but if we draw land for the other 2, we're also still in pretty good shape, I think. Pretty good shape. Oh, he hit Kolagon. I guess that would have been pretty close to GG if I played Kolagon. And I'm 2 mana away from Silumgar, so he's like, you know, whatever. There we go, Evolving Wilds. All right, we're just going to swing. We're ahead enough on the race. Like, even if he swings for 6 this turn, we're still winning the race. And we know we can play our Icefall Regent next turn, which at the very least will slow down his damage a little bit. And if we still have our Thunderbreak in play, he'll have to pay more life to take down our Icefall Regent. Of course, if he has another Transgress the Mind, that's going to be bad for us. But, you know, I think it's okay to get aggressive. Silumgar definitely would be coming down if we get the chance. Okay, Crackling Doom is pretty brutal. But he used it before we have Silumgar in play, which that part I like. So we go to 17, and then we're going to go to 11, right? Yes. Chances are we'll just be able to play our Icefall Regent this turn, but that'll get us some value no matter what, so I think I'm okay with that. Let's see if he can do even more damage to us. He seems to be thinking about it. Nope. All right. So, Evolving Wilds. We don't have double black, so I'm going to get a Swamp. Well, that's not too bad, is it? I think that's what we go for here. Instead of playing one of our dragons, we're just going to go for Radiant Flames. Slows down our opponent. Gives us time to sort of regroup, maybe get mana for Silumgar. Something like that. Ooh, 6 mana. Hangerback. Well, we're playing Icefall Regent now. So we'll play our Regent. Play this land. And we'll end the turn. It's down to 1 card. We're down to 1 card. But I feel pretty good about it. Fiery Impulse. Okay. He drew... Ugh. That's annoying. That is not great either, but we'll play our Silumgar. See if he has freaking... No, good. He would have played it if he had it. Yeah, that makes sense, I suppose. So I'm probably going to Ruinous Path the Hangerback Walker and swing with Silumgar to finish the job by killing the rest, all the Thopter tokens. It's a little on the risky side. I can also awaken it, so I might as well. That's what I'm going to go for. If he has a way to kill Silumgar in response, then we're going to be pretty mad, but... you know, there are worse things. We'll cast it with Awaken. We'll wake up. What will we wake up? Probably a mountain. So we're going to choose that, and we're going to choose a mountain. See what happens here. All right. He gets his Thopters. He still has a chance before we swing to do his thing. Nope. They're dead. Awesome. All right, he still has 1 card in his hand, but we win next turn if he doesn't play a blocker or removal or something. All right, we did it. Those are fun matches. Pretty grindy, fun ones. We lost game 1 pretty badly, but game 2 and 3